water, and we got coconut heads over there. And tomorrow, this is for the service. Tomorrow, bring all the grandkids. We have the final part of the baby. Tomorrow from 1 p.m.
So Fridays are one of the most exciting days of the week here at Graffiti Church. Folks are coming out to get their food at Food Pantry at 10 o'clock on Friday mornings. All our friends come into the church. This morning, some of them are getting winter coats. They get a ticket and wait for their number to be called, and it's just heartwarming. We have grocery partners, so we get a bunch of food this morning, fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and milk and eggs from Sprouts Grocery Store, from Rock City Church and Can Ministries. And we're very excited that our folks can come out and shop this morning. We'll show you our Graffiti grocery store here, open on Friday mornings. There's milk, fresh food, have to have some cakes and sweets, of course, but what we really love is the fresh fruits and vegetables. Just hundreds and hundreds of pounds of fresh fruit, vegetables, bananas, and even yogurt. So much healthy food that we get to share with our community here in East Baltimore. So Fridays is one of my favorite days, just to be around with all our folks. We even have a team from North Carolina here with us this weekend because our big Family Fun Fall Festival is tomorrow morning. Come on, we'll take a walk over to the park and see what's going to go on tomorrow. Hey, morning, Rob. I'm good, man. How are you? You want to get a you want to go around to the front door and get a ticket.
Okay.
And then they got some coats inside too.
Okay.
All right. But tomorrow is one of our biggest days of the year that we're so excited about. It's our Family Fun Fall Festival. Hey, you good?
Yeah.
Hey, come out tomorrow. We're having a cookout.
Great.
I would love to see you. All right.
I normally come.
Good, good. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We're just hanging out. All right. Hey, we'll watch the Daytona 500 traffic here for a quick second. There's actually some work going on in the park here today that we had no idea would be going on right before our fall festival. So tomorrow, right here in the park, there'll be a huge cookout. We'll be grilling like 500 juicy cheeseburgers, and this whole side of the park will be filled with children's games, laughing, fun, over 25 children's games where they can win prizes and tickets. Over here there'll be a tent where they can get their prizes and some Halloween bags at the end of the day. Over under the trees on this side, we will have 3 gospel artists here tomorrow who will share the gospel through sketch and paint art. So it's going to be a great time for people to hear about Jesus and just to be out and about in our community.
Up in line. I don't get no video. They already know me.
Tell them now. Tell Scott to come on up and join our party. Well, ho, to the video. This is Deacon George Phillips, the godfather of the East Baltimore Midway Association. Tell them now, come on and join our party. I want to come out and help us sweep the streets. And bring Pastor Brown some money so we get our church running.
So Deacon,
So I can, huh?
tell them what is your ministry?
On my ministry, first of all, I work for the Lord, clean up neighborhood. Then I now going after souls to preach. Trying to be a good husband.
How long?
I've been on this for 42 years. Been deacon for 35 years. Been married for 35, been wife 50 years. And Pastor Brown is my great white hope. See, there ain't no racism, it's spiritualism. So come on, join our party. Anybody, so I want everybody to see this.
That's right.
We love around here, the East Baltimore, the graffiti. You know what graffiti means? One day I'll tell you when you come there and see me. A church that serves.
That's right.
Amen. Put that on Facebook.
Oh, God. So, what year did I meet you and your family? 2015. I met John when he was 12 years old. And, hey, how you doing, Jim? John was 12 years old when I met him and his family when they were living over on Barclay Street. That's right. John was original G-Rock after school student at Greenmount Recreation Center. So who's our original crew? At G-Rock students.
Shout out to my man Elijah.
And the staff.
Tashawn, Eric, Old, Lachey. Don't forget me. And a couple more of it.
He's a very good student in math and English. But he doesn't like to talk about all that stuff.
You the man.
He's
West Coast. That's my man.
Y'all were coming out from North Carolina. Huh? Nick Baltimore church looks sick. Y'all come
John's family is very important to me. His grandmother, all his brothers and sisters. We've known them almost ever since we've been here in East Baltimore. They've been at church. They work in youth works and sports camps in the summertime. His brothers and sisters have been part of our G-Rock after school ministry. You know, we're just watching these children grow up, get their educations, grow in their faith, and enjoy and navigate life here in Baltimore City. So these are special relationships. Howard County was down there. Now everybody knows. Yeah, you know, everybody running down there, building big fancy houses and all that, but
Come on, Daniel.
yep.
All right, man.
Used to be a little rural county, not anymore.
Now it's spacious.
Suburban.
Suburban.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the county's all suburban now.
Big change.
Amazing how that grows out.
Yep.
I just got back from Honduras a few weeks ago, and I tell you, there's a woman there. I'd want her on my team if I had some dark alley.
Well, look,
She can whoop
I got
2 or 3
some women
men.
on my team, right? All I gotta do is say the word. Huh? They worse than the men. Huh? Straight up, but it's a deacon feels we ain't like you.
Old school.
Andy told Barney, don't mess with the ladies. I'll
That's right. Don't mess with Mrs. Janine. Don't mess with her. Look. Don't mess with her. That's a problem.
Don't
That's
mess
good.
with the ladies
My wife,
auxiliary.
look,
God.
I'm dating my wife again, right? My wife's proactive. When I come home, I gotta sit in my chair, go shower up, so I can't go outside. So I tell her she like Judge Judy. I watch Judge. I said, that's my wife. She had the last one yesterday. So Judge Judy, great judge.
Good. All right. Anyway, but I like it when the music's on in here.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We like the singing too. She's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes, the lady behind the camera is a really good singer.
Well, that's exciting because it's getting to that time of year. And if word even gets out, I saw some new faces today. So word gets out if you guys coach
Yeah.
or the hygiene kits.
People were very grateful.
So Manna House is another Christian organization with whom we partner that care about people, particularly our homeless population. Sharing a warm meal with them, helping them connect to resources, particularly helping them connect to housing so that they're not out on the street, especially in the wintertime. So we love to partner with groups in our community.
Charlie Brown, how you doing?
What is your name?
My name is Ray.
Ray, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Morgan's on a school project, is that okay with you?
It's okay.
All right, we always like to ask.
Yeah, that's fine. Y'all doing some real big boy, big girl stuff around here. Appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
The community really appreciate it. The people really, glad y'all came and helped out. I'll come to see if I get something probably for, mom and dad and them.
absolutely.
You know, I call it, when you're giving somebody a meal, I call it coming to get a biscuit.
I like that. I like biscuits too, so
You like
it all
biscuits?
works.
Did you make that name up, Charlie Brown? Or just-
My dad did.
His name Charlie Brown too?
Nope, he thought he was funny. He used to drink a lot too.
Oh, he was being funny, huh?
Yep. He told my mom they were gonna have a bunch of kids and name them all after the Peanuts gang. I was the first one to name me Charlie Brown. And then my mom put her foot down and said, nope, you're not doing that. You're not doing that to any more of our kids. So all the rest of the kids got normal names, but I was Charlie Brown.
Oh, Charlie Brown. Yeah, bro, my name, like I said, is Ray Curitan. It's a popular name down shop.
Oh, okay.
Down that way. They fill the phone book up here. It's like a rare name. Well, y'all doing wonderful. Y'all gonna be blessed. Like God will give you back something for the work that you're doing. He'll let you see your children's graduation. So you gotta have purpose in life. If you ain't got no purpose, it's like no need to even exist. So I like giving back, doing things, sharing things. So you gotta have a purpose. That's what I know.
God gives us our sense of purpose, right?
Right.
Glorify Him and love people.
Right? So I'm talking the truth.
That's right.
All right, well, let me go out here and see if I can get me what I call a biscuit. See if I can take that home with me.
All right. Taking too long. We're just gonna fuck with the tangerine. We're off the subway. We have to text John and ask him what his favorite there we go. What his favorite subway is. Me, you, and John. Subway. There's Terra Cafe. That's one of my favorite places in the whole city. But we don't have time to sit down at Terra today. A lot of business goes on in there. Our Black Wall Street, Baltimore meets there. Mr. Terrence is very involved in the community, cares for people. He's a Christian businessman in Baltimore City. So I'd love to go to Terra and catch up on what's going on in the neighborhood. Do you know that song? It came in like a wrecking ball. I'm not singing, y'all. Nope. Gotta get some Subway, man. It was a good suggestion. I haven't been to Subway in a minute. And it is better than McDonald's. Excuse me, it's better for you. You know, sometimes, it is true, sometimes you do just gotta go get that quarter pounder with cheese and not worry about it.
Hello, welcome to Subway Eat Fresh, and y'all at the best location of Baltimore City.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
2 chocolate chip, and that's
Chocolate chip.
Black pepper.
Yeah.
He couldn't do all the work. Not everything that needed to be done is something that Jesus could do. Now, that's not saying that Jesus is limited in the sense that he isn't God. I mean, the way that he healed shows that he has all authority over things like that. But in his human life, he limited himself in such a way that he couldn't meet every possible need that needed to be met. And so I think that's where we come in. So we see the result of that. It says, and Jesus went, and then it says, but when he saw, and then the answer is what? It says, pray to the Lord of the harvest that he would send laborers in. So that's where I think we come in, right? We're called to continue the mission that Jesus began, right? But I think it's important to see that as the one that began the mission, as the one that has authority over the mission, I think Jesus gets to set the parameters of how we do missions. And then so the question is, how are we to harvest like Jesus? I think we see 3 things here really quickly. We're to serve like Jesus, we're to care like Jesus, and we're to pray like Jesus.
Yeah, well, you know, I've messed with weed and drank a little bit, but I never got real bad. But I got a brother and sister both that was hooked bad on bad stuff.
Right.
Brother got saved, he got clean quick. Sister struggled with it till probably the last year or so. She's finally as clean as she's ever been. I mean, she's up and down. But she always stayed in that environment though, and see, she lived near me for a while, and I knew she was using, kind of confronted her with it. She said, well, my friends back here come over one night and they knew I was stressed. They just give me some. I said, now, Jackie, think about this. I said, the friends offer you something that you're gonna have to eventually buy from them. That, you need to reevaluate your friends. So,
But yeah, your play day, your play toys, your play
Yeah.
friends, and your playground.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
They all have to change.
yeah. Well, actually, my wife and I kind of done an intervention with her. She was seeing a counselor, and we were trying to help her manage her money, try to keep her away from that. And we knew that she was doing stuff. And she walks in one day to see her counselor. There we sit. I said, Jackie, I said, you got options, 2 options. I said, you either, here's your checkbook, you do what you want to do, or you go find somewhere long term, not a 90-day. We do something long term.
6 months.
Yeah, she kind of done it kicking and screaming, but that's actually been one of the best things. She's had some bumps in that journey, but she's probably the cleanest now she's ever been since she's 13. And I'm 58, she's 66. So, yeah. Well, I mean, 3 times she should have been dead. She was found 3 different times, basically breathing like 3 times a minute. And the Narcan brought her back. So
3 weeks ago before church, we were late starting church because the guy who beat in the park. Girlfriend ran in the church yelling. We went outside. I started to dose him. Everybody else. Anthony started praying. Morgan, we were all outside praying. Dosed him. Called 911. Wait for the paramedics.
wow. So y'all keep Narcan on hand here?
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's probably considering the situation with the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had guys wake up and cuss me out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, that's really, all of that is very encouraging, so thank you all very much. And loving on the folks with the coats today and just serving our people. Our people are what's most important, and so that is, they always feel loved when they leave here because you guys always get it. But you guys get it, and thank you, because that really is special. So the food pantry hour and your work this morning was special. Tomorrow will be mayhem, but it'll be good. And if you don't already have an assignment, you'll get one in the morning for tomorrow. Most of it will just be set up and then 3 hours of fun and talking about Jesus. And again, tomorrow, even during the day, if you have a job and somebody wants to talk about Jesus, forget your job and talk about Jesus. Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the morning.